This is a slideshow of all of the computer-generated Christmas cards I've made, since my most recent one in 2012 to my very first one in 1995. I wanted to create a video that shows you how I create these images. But before I made these Christmas cards, it all started with an image of a St. Gabriel angel. I'm going to show you how I made that image. The angel is the centerpiece of both my 1996 and 1995 Christmas cards, and it established the style for future cards. It all began with this simple line drawing that is the official logo of St. Gabriel Parish. It was created in 1984 by St. Gabriel parishioner Joanne Austell. I've always admired it because it is an extremely simple, almost abstract image, yet it is quite compelling. I wanted to see what this very simple design would look like if it was rendered as a three-dimensional image. The first step in my attempt to create a computer-generated three-dimensional version of the image was to try to duplicate the graceful sweep of the arms. I knew that a simple donut shape called a torus could be created with a mathematical formula shown above. The value A is called the major radius. The value B is called the minor radius. Note that each square of the checkered pattern is 1 unit. Note that the arms have a kind of S-curve shape to them. A cubic equation such as this one generates an S-curve. Perhaps if I add that to the formula, it will make the donut shape curve. That sure is interesting, but it's not what I was looking for. Perhaps I should try x cubed or z cubed instead of y cubed. That's not what I was looking for either. However, it does look a lot like a set of arms wrapping around something. I like this shape so much that I decided to use it as a basis for the arms. The shape was discovered entirely by accident. Now we need to twist and stretch it a little bit. Now that's looking good. However, I still want more of an S-curve to the underside. Although I couldn't get a cubic S-curve built into the shape as I'd hoped, I do have the ability to cut off pieces of my shape using the cubic curve like this. That is beautiful. But it wasn't until much later I realized I had made a mistake. The S-curve is in the wrong direction to match the original image. It should look something like this. However, I like my mistake, so I've kept it. Now let's do some final adjustments. Here is the final shape. The body of the angel isn't very fancy. It does not lend itself very well to being made three-dimensional. I decided I wanted to create a body that looks like a long flowing robe with several pleats. Start with a basic cone and sphere shape. Stretch them taller. Rotate the unit 5 degrees to the left. Now move it 2 units to the right. Create 5 rotated copies for a total of 6 pleats altogether. Now round off the top with a parabola shape. Now attach the arms. Now let's add some color. How about a nice cyan blue? Now add a glossy finish to make it look like glazed ceramic. Finally, add an iridescence effect. Now we work on the head. When I was creating the head, I didn't have a copy of the image handy. I knew that the face was mostly featureless, but I thought it had a nose. Obviously, it does not. I spent a lot of time trying to create a nose that was the shape I should have been using for the chin. Because of this mistake, my angel has a nose and does not have a chin. Oh well, here goes. Grow a blob shape. Tilt the head back and add a neck. The second-degree equation shown above generates the shape which we will use to create the nose. Cut off a piece for the nose. Adjust the shape. Attach it to the head. We will now use the above fourth-order equation to create a sphere with slightly flattened sides. We will then stretch and twist this into the shape of the hair. Scale it larger. Rotate it to the left. Scale it taller. Rotate it back to the right. Now move it into position and attach the head. Now let's add flesh tone, hair color, and a shiny finish. A halo is a finishing touch. Now we want to create an oval shape for the wings. I always try to use the simplest shapes possible. An oval is really just a stretched sphere. Unfortunately, this isn't quite what I was looking for. A parabola might be more appropriate. No, that's not quite right either. In order to get a flatter, less pointy shape, you have to go to a more complex fourth-order equation. This one will do. The top of the shape looks fine. However, the bottom continues to get thicker, and I want it to get thinner. You can taper a shape by intersecting it with a rotated version of itself, like this. Make a copy. Rotate 6.5 degrees in opposite directions. Now intersect. Now add some color, a shiny finish, a rippled surface, and some iridescence. The only item left is the trumpet. This equation creates a tapered cone. Stretch it taller, rotate it, move it over, clip off a piece. Add a brass color and a reflective, shiny finish. It looks like we're done, however there's a hidden problem. The arms do not quite touch the trumpet. We will have to create two separate arms that can be angled inward so that they touch the trumpet. Copy the arms. Rotate them inward by 3.75 degrees. Clip off the inner portion. Reassemble everything. Perfection. Depending on the background, some versions of my image use transparent glass wings, like this. The transparent wings look better with a darker background. Add some ground fog. This completed image was used as wallpaper on my computer for many years. In my next video, I will demonstrate how I adapted this angel for use in my 1995 Christmas card. Here's a quick review of the construction of this model.